Hi Flosstube, this is Stephanie, the Ivy House Crafter. Welcome to my channel. I talk about cross stitch and I also do videos about my running journey and yeah, I'm just gonna jump right in and get straight to the cross stitching. So the first thing I wanted to show, this is kind of exciting for me because my younger daughter she's appeared on the channel a few times before. It's been quite a while though. She hasn't stitched since this time last year. She went with me to the Stitch West retreat in 2021 and did a little bit of stitching then, and then she hasn't picked up a needle since then. But today she asked me if I could create or find a pattern for one of her favorite computer games, Undertale, and I did. I found this pattern, and this is Toriel by Ever Stitch Crafts, and she is on Etsy. And I don't know much of anything about Undertale except what I've picked up the tiniest little bit here and there from the kids. But apparently this is the character that you play as, and this is the guide that helps you through it too, and Toriel is short for tutorial. Anyway, my daughter is super excited about it, and she started stitching it. She has put in 2 rows and is very excited about her progress. And I'm excited to see her cross-stitching again. It's always fun to share a favorite hobby with your children. Okay, now I'm going to show the stitching that I've done. I started, since my last video, I started with Fox and Rabbit 2022 Mystery Sampler, Changing Seasons. And I haven't printed out a new one of these, but everything except for what goes in the outside area, everything has been filled in or designed, released, whatever. But I'm still just working in this little corner here. I have to put things away as I go, or it will just be a very big mess, and I will not be happy. Okay. This is on a big piece of fabric, so I'm going to fold it up. Okay, so this is what I have so far, and I will fold it a little bit more to show what I worked on. Goodness gracious, big piece of fabric. I need to cut it down a bit. I did the second half of this flower and put these up here, and then put in leaves and swirls and stuff down here. So that is how that part is looking. And then again, this is what I have all together. Let's get that out a little bit more. Looking pretty good. This is being stitched on some mystery linen. It's 32 count, greenish color. And I'm using DMC Ecru. I think just, yes, Ecru. So I'm obviously very far behind on that, but considering that I didn't cross stitch for like the first half of the year, that's not really a surprise. I'll do it in my own time. It'll get done eventually. All right. The next one that I got out to work on, Autumn Lane Stitchery, Autumn Town. I'm still loving working on this one. This is just such a beautiful pattern. Makes me happy. And this time I started some sky. I loved it before I started adding the sky, and now that it has that pop of blue, it is like come to life. It's so pretty. I love it so much. So yeah, it really pops. This is my own conversion of the fancy flosses for the trees and the grass. Stitching this 1/2 on 40 count, and loving every stitch. All right. Now this next one is Cottage Garden Samplings Songbird's Garden number 4, Promise of Spring. I'm stitching this one on 36 count Chantilly Cream, I believe. Here's where I've got it to. I added this cute little house and these diamond motifs. I think if I work hard, I can finish this month. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say that that's my goal, but really I only have one more purple flower and the bird, and this will be done. So I think it is feasible that I could finish this month, and that would be really cool if I could. No guarantees, but I might try. That would be kind of fun. Next, I was clearing off my area where I pile all my whips for the week, and came across one that I hadn't put away before, even though I haven't worked on it for a while. I'd even kind of forgotten about it, but I found it and I was like, oh, I want to work on that now. And this is Country Cottage Needleworks. Happy fall, y'all. And I've shared before when I started this that I wasn't really interested in stitching the whole saying happy fall, y'all, and went on this whole tirade about how I don't really like the word y'all. And then later in that video I used the word y'all, and I'm like, wait a minute. I think after further thought, I don't mind the word y'all. I actually grew up in the South for many years, and y'all, it's fine. I just don't like the phrase happy fall, y'all. I don't know. No shade to anybody who uses the phrase. I just didn't care for it. So what I did, I changed it to happy fall. I centered these words and then added a pumpkin on each side. And so what I did, since the last time I worked on this, I added the happy fall band and this second band of sunflowers and acorns. This is tiny and cute, as you can see, like by the size of my hands, and like here it is against my face. It's tiny because I'm stitching this one also on 40 count. I think it's a leftover piece either from the Autumn Town or from the B.D. Bauman sampler that I'm also working on, but don't have to show this week. Pretty sure it's from Autumn Town. So yeah, happy fall. Okay, and then that brings us to yesterday and today. And I, of course, I should take this out of the bag, brought out Seaworthy Sampler to work on because I am so totally in love with this piece. This is designed by Teresa Kogut, and it was the exclusive design for the Stitch West Retreat 2022. And there is a sale going on over on Instagram. I have not yet contributed to the sale, even though I've been working on this. I just haven't been on Instagram in ages. But anyway, here is my progress. So what I did this time, I did these 2 stars and then finished up a few leaves that were missing along this border. So this border section is completely done. And then I came down and started working in the water. So I put in this fish, and I've got this fish completely outlined, and I don't know if you can see, but his little eye is there. So he still needs to be filled in, but this is a lot of stitching. This little fish is smaller than my pinky fingernail. And again, here it is next to my face for comparison. Look, it's so cute. Anyway, loving this. Stitching this 1/1 on 28 count Chesapeake Bay from Under the Sea Fabrics. I know the name. Why do I have to check on it every single time? Under the Sea Fabrics, yeah. Anyway, loving this so much. It is absolutely a dream. I love this. I don't know if I can or need to say that anymore, or specify how much or how I love it. Anyway, I just do. It's so pretty. Okay. And that is the stitching that I've done in the past week. So that's like 5 projects plus the one that Audrey started. So that's really cool. We have a I'm gonna just be weird and say it's a kind of fun life update because I am weird. But we are in the process of doing our planning our funerals. It sounds weird. My husband through work gets like 10% off of the plan ahead mortuary services and casket and all that stuff. And it's early to be thinking about that sort of thing, but we decided to go for it. And so tomorrow we are touring a cemetery and seeing what's available. Yesterday we met with the representative from the mortuary and talked about services and costs and caskets and what our personal likes or dislikes, what we wanted and stuff, where we were wanting to be buried. I previously, honestly, never thought of it. Like, I had no idea. It wasn't on my radar. I'm like, yeah, sometime way in the future. And I know that like my dad and some of my aunts and uncles have purchased their plots and they know where they're going to be buried and have burial plans ready for when the time comes. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm sure that someday I'll get to that eventually. But anyway, so here we are, middle-aged couple planning our funerals. Oh gosh. But yeah, it's a good time to do it because we can lock in current prices for like the plot in the cemetery and the caskets and whatnot, and not have to worry about making these decisions later down the road when, like, when we would be more emotional about it. Sweet girl. So yeah, that is our fun life update, is planning funeral stuff and picking out our cemetery plots. I don't know why I think it's so funny. I don't know, it's just, yeah. Happy stitching, everybody. I will see you next time. Bye.